Baby's first time vlogging. It has been an entire month since my little squish was born. I'm just gonna start the story with the day before I went to the hospital because that's where it all started. Some like signs that I was like about to go into labor. Throughout the whole end of my pregnancy, I was having like Braxton Hicks for like a really long time. Definitely started to have like practice contractions and stuff closer to when I had him. I didn't know if I was actually having real contractions or not until I actually was like in labor. On March 30th, I had like the worst stomach ache ever, but it was just like a singular like spot where there was just extreme pain in my stomach. And I got so nervous because I'm like, is it my gallbladder? Is it my kidneys? Is it my appendix? Is it my pancreas? This and that, because I was of course Googling it. Obviously I was only a week away from my due date. My due date was April 6th and I had him on March 31st. So I was only a week away from my due date. So I'm like, am I going into labor? I don't really know because it's like a really weird pain. Like it's not contractions. It's just like a really sharp, intense like pain. I ended up going to my mom's in the morning that day because Austin was helping my mom put in a new microwave and stuff. So we were over at my mom's house. My mom's like, you're looking a little off, like you're acting a little off, whatever. That intense pain started in my stomach and I instantly knew like something was going on. I was scared that it was like something else. I wanted to have him because I was very uncomfortable and I just wanted my baby to be here. And like all the stretches, all the exercises, all the tricks. I was drinking raspberry leaf tea for probably 2 weeks or more, like religiously. I was just doing literally everything I could to have him. That day that I was having that pain, I decided, let me play Just Dance. I saw that one of my favorite YouTubers did that and they went into labor that night after they did that. And the same thing happened to me because I literally went into labor that night. So I decided to just look up Just Dance videos on YouTube. And I just did it by myself in my bedroom. And my husband wasn't even home at the time. And I told him, I was like, oh yeah, I did some Just Dance videos. He's like, what? And then I ended up laying down because that pain started getting really intense in my stomach. And I decided to put some heat on my stomach. And I was telling my husband, I'm like, I'm really nervous because this is like a really like intense pain. Like, I don't know if something else is wrong. Maybe we should just go to the hospital to get checked out just in case something else is wrong. Because actually the week prior to me having him, we went to the hospital because I thought my water broke, but it didn't. So then I'm putting heat on it and I'm talking to my husband. I'm like, yeah, I really think we should go get checked out. And I had FaceTimed my mom. I asked her, I was like, do you think I should go get checked out? Like, I just don't want to go and have it be like false labor again and just like look stupid or feel stupid. And she's like, no, like you should go. Like this happens to everyone. Like you should just go if you're in pain like that. And I have a really high pain tolerance, like I said, so like this was like extreme pain. Then after I ended up putting heat on it for a while, I was like, yeah, let me tell my husband. I'm like, yeah, I think we should go. So I'm telling him I think we should go, and he's like starting to like come into the room and like get stuff ready, and I stand up and I just feel like a gush. And I was like, oh my god. So I ran into the bathroom and my water had broke. So I instantly yelled for him and I'm like, we need to go right now. So our hospital bags and everything were already packed. We had a bunch of stuff already in the car. So I told him to grab like the last minute things like chargers and whatnot. And we got in the car. I called my mom. I'm like, listen, I'm going to the hospital. I think my water just broke. Come get Scooter, my dog. And yeah. So then we drove to the hospital, which the hospital that I had him at is 45 minutes away. We're from a small town, so there's no closer hospital that you can have your baby at, really. So we drove 45 minutes to the hospital, and I ended up calling them on the way there, and I was like, hey, like I think my water broke, coming in right now. On the way there, after I called them, I started having contractions so bad. Using a contraction timer, and they were literally 5 minutes apart on the dot. Like it was insane. This is labor. Like 100% my water definitely broke. This is labor. At the hospital we went to triage, of course, and we signed in at the desk. They put us in a triage room and they had me like go pee in a cup and whatever, and then they were gonna like check me to see if it really was my water that broke. And she looked at me, she was like, no, like I can tell. I was already 6 centimeters dilated. It was insane. I didn't think I was gonna be that far already. Me up to the monitors and everything, and they started to like check him and whatnot, make sure that his heartbeat was good, my rates were good. I actually moved over to a labor and delivery room, and at this point I could barely walk. My contractions got so extremely intense, it was like insane. I started to have like back labor and back contractions, which if you had that, I am so sorry. I had several nurses and all of them were absolutely amazing, but the one that was with me like throughout the entire night when I was having contractions all night long, she was amazing. I started with no medication at all. We were trying to do different positions like on the bed and stuff to have him flip because he was sunny side up, so basically his face was like facing the wrong way. So we had to try to do things to turn him around, and then the pain just kept getting worse and worse, so I started with a medication. I don't remember what it was, but it was just like an IV medication. And then after that I ended up asking for the epidural, and they called the anesthesiologist down. He explained the epidural to me, and wasn't the friendliest guy I've ever met, to say the least. I got the epidural, and while they were putting the epidural in and teaching me how to like press the button to release more medication, the machine was like showing them like an error and whatever, but they fixed it. And my nurse was trying to see if I was like numbed from the epidural, and she's doing like the tests, and she's like doing all the like wiping around, and it was not working. And then she ended up putting in my catheter. If you don't know, when you get an epidural, you have to get a catheter because you obviously can't get up and walk around, like you're numbed. So she put in the catheter, and this entire night I was not crying. I was like remaining very strong because I knew if I broke down I probably wouldn't be able to stop crying. So I was like trying so hard to remain calm and breathe through things and just be strong. And when she put that catheter in me, I literally started sobbing, and I grabbed her hand and I was like, please, like, you have to take it out. It was the most painful thing I've ever experienced. And she does the numbing test again, and I'm like, it's not working, like I'm not getting numb. So she's like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's like the machine isn't working and not like giving you the medication when you're pressing the button, whatever, like not giving you the correct dosage. So she goes to get like the nurse that helps the anesthesiologist. The nurse checks it and they think it's like working right. The test on me again, realize I'm literally not numbed, and then she goes to get the anesthesiologist so that he can redo my epidural, and they redo it, and I go through the pain again, and then they do the test again, and I'm still not numbed. The epidural literally did not work. It failed twice for me. It did not work on me. Mind you, I do have a little bit of a curved spine. I have like a little bit of scoliosis, so that's probably why it didn't work, but it freaking sucked. So then they gave me more numbing medication through the IV, but this was like happening all through the night. I can't even tell you timestamps because I was barely looking at that clock. But around 6 o'clock in the morning on March 31st, I picked up that remote and I called the nurse and I was like, he's coming out. Like, I gotta start pushing right now. They went and checked me a little bit before this, and I was 9 centimeters already, and they were trying to get me to 10. They were trying to have me use like the peanut ball and all that kind of stuff, but I was in so much pain I literally could not do it. Told her, she came and checked me, I was at 10, and it was time to push. So then she starts like having me push, thinking like, you know, it's gonna take a while or whatever. Girl, I was powerhousing it. My adrenaline was so high. I was so ready to have this baby, and I was so angry about the epidural that I was like fiercely pushing, and I pushed him out in literally under an hour. I don't even know how long it was, but it was under an hour. And the nurse was literally like yelling for the doctor, trying to get the doctor to come in, because it was literally just the nurse, one nurse, and my husband when I was pushing him out. But literally as he was like fully coming out, like 6 people walk into the room. Doctors, students, nurses, and I'm just like, great timing, great timing. All of a sudden she tells me to reach down and grab for my baby, and I pulled him up, put him on my chest, and he is just the most perfect angel I've ever seen. I love him so freaking much. That was it for my labor and delivery story. It wasn't terrible. I do wish the epidural would have worked and that it wouldn't have been so painful, but it's okay. My baby is 100% healthy. He is literally perfect. I love him so much. I love being a mom. I can't wait to post so many more mom vlogs. We moved over to a postpartum room and then we eventually had our moms and some guests come up. So I want to put the clips in here of people meeting him. And I also did some FaceTime reactions of people finding out that we had him. So I will insert those here. He didn't like the light. Oh. Oh my goodness, look at all his hair.
You put this up here.
Oh, baby, baby. You gonna cry again? Oh, she's crying. And good grandma. Hi guys. Are you called? Yeah. Couldn't remember.
Yeah. What's up?
Did you hit the baby? Oh my gosh! I'm so excited!
Yeah.
Oh, he's beautiful, Austin!
Yo. Yo, look at your screen, homie.
What's up? I can't hear nothing, bro. Yo.
Yo, look at your screen.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I freaking knew it. When did that happen?
This.
I told you! Look at him! Bro, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Wait. Hold on. I'm trying to connect it to my earbud. Oh my god, he's so cute. I knew it. Oh, baby Anna.
But yeah, that is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more mom content, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.